Welcome back everybody. Today it's going to be a quick video just to show you how easy it is to change your wheels over on your gravel bike. On this cube bike we have in, we're going to be upgrading to some nice Hunt wheels. Let's go. So why is this bike getting an upgrade? Well, it came in late last year for a service. There's major issues with this free hub body. It's massively corroded, there's water got inside, and it's not possible, unfortunately, to get a replacement free hub body. It's a cube own brand wheel, hunted high and far. There's none in the UK. We can't get one from Europe, so customers made the wise decision to upgrade the wheels to something of significantly higher quality to match the rest of the quality of the bike. So nice and easy, this one. Let's crack on. Tools, you don't really need a great deal for this. Allen key, something to get the cassette off, and swap over the brake discs. You don't need a driver, it just makes life a bit quicker. And some tyre levers. Just whip the wheel out. I'm going to do this video on a body cam. Let's see how that works rather than a tripod. Might be no use, but let's try it. Drop the wheel out. Stage one. Same on the front. Just the through axle. Easy. We'll do the front one first. What we're going to do is take off the brake disc, obviously. Nothing wrong with these discs. There are plenty of life left in them. Just whip this off. I do use a driver just to speed things up a bit in the shop. If you're taking a lot of these on and off, it does help immensely. Take the disc off, don't handle it, just hold it by its edges. Put it somewhere safe where it's not going to get greasy. We won't need these bolts now. Just get the tyre off now, dead easy again. Anyone can do this upgrade, I think, if you've ordered the right wheels. They should just drop straight on. This bike's not even tubeless, so it's just literally inner tubes. They're a good fit. Tyre levers. Might not need these, but there you go. You won't need it for the other half. Literally just pull it off. And that's one wheel off. Don't need that anymore. So back wheel, tyre off. And again, just pull it off. There we go. They're the same tyres, but I'm just going to hang this on the front so we know which one came off which. Right, so again, brake disc on this one. Always loosen them off with a hand tool. If you are using a driver, make sure you get one with a clutch in it. You've no risk of damaging anything then. I have done a video on power tools in the workshop, so if you want to check that out, could be some useful tips in there. I know a lot of people are not keen on the idea, but you're doing it day in, day out, believe me, it makes a big difference to speed. There you go. That's probably only 5 minutes to get to that stage. So let's have a look what's in the big box. I do like Hunt wheels, very nice. Very good company to deal with. Spares are fantastic availability wise, unlike Cube. Yeah, shiny new wheels. Very nice. We have already opened the box. It does come with spare spokes from Hunt, which is always useful as well. So any issues down the line with spokes, we're not waiting for special ones, we've got some in stock. Let's do the front one first, may as well. Rim tape is already on, should you wish to run it tubeless. So what we got here is centre lock brakes, and we've obviously removed 6 bolt discs. So we need some centre lock adapters. These basically just drop on here. This drops onto the adapter, and the lock ring holds it all on. Super easy. And you'll need the correct tool for your lock ring. It's a bottom bracket tool, this one is. Tighten this up, 40 Newton meters. Okay, so we're just going to chuck the tyre on this one. Front tyre hanging on the front, so we know which one that one is. Okay, so Hunt haven't already made the hole. They'll leave that for if you're doing a tubeless setup. Well, they have marked it, to be fair. There's a little mark they've already put in there to show you where to go. So just open that up enough for an inner tube valve. And refit your tyre. Push it on. There you go. Do the valve last, it gives you a little bit more room. Normally. These are going on pretty straightforward anyway. There we go. Just inflate this. Make sure you're beaded properly before you go for it. Yeah. I'm going to put 60 in here, I think. There we go. They're not tubeless, obviously, but they're still going to make the same noises. A valve cap. You could always save another 1/10 of a gram by not fitting the valve cap. Alright, that front wheel is ready to go in. So this bike was only very recently in for a service, so it's in perfect condition, apart from obviously the issue with the free hub, which is why it's come back for this. Stick around for the magic of the Hunt free hub body. Fantastic. Here you come in. Okay, let's just refit the wheel. It should hopefully center pretty well on this disc, but it may need a quick tweak to centralize it. Just tighten that up. It's only 5mm on these, which is unusual. It's normally 6. That might need a little bit of work. These are cable operated disc brakes. Warning, read the instructions. Or just get me to do it. So they give you a spacer on here, a nice shiny black one. With this cassette we do need one. It's a 36. Just going to put a drop of grease on this free hub body. Just stops any potential corrosion. But finish line grease there, by the way. Just look for the big fat wide slot, match for the corresponding one on the cassette. Boom, done. Just put the other ones on and then do a lock ring. Tighten this up. 40 Newton meters, obviously. Back wheel the same, just drop your centre lock adapter on. Drop the rotor in. And then lock ring. And refit your tyre. I think because I've been doing this so long, I've got arthritis in my thumb now, as I've probably mentioned a few times before, and it does make fitting tyres a bit more challenging, unfortunately. Especially when you've got cush core involved. That's me how I know. Done a video on that. No, I didn't actually. I thought I did a video and I got so annoyed halfway through it. I didn't bother finishing it. But we got there in the end. That's the important bit. Let's get some air in this. Ready for the pops. There's 60 in there. And that's the back wheel done as well. So we just put this back in the bike. Okay, found the through axle. That was what fell on the floor. Put the wheel back in. Good. Tyre still beading itself. Not that it needs to particularly well. We're not going tubeless. These tyres are tube only. It clearly says on them, so we can't go tubeless. Brake is rubbing slightly. Again, we're going to just need to tweak that up. So I can't really get the camera in there, but there's a bigger gap on this side of the pad than there is on this one, so we just need to undo these 2 bolts here and pull the caliper over ever so slightly. So it's just 2 4mm bolts under here. Just setting a gap on here both sides evenly. It's a bit difficult to film, unfortunately. Okay, so that's a bit better. Might need just to tighten the cable tension later, but that's easy. Okay, just going to go through the gears now. Shouldn't really be any issues. Sometimes you might need to space this over slightly, but just a quick go. Pretty nice that. Wind off a bit, then we can go for the grand reveal. Beautiful. So yeah, nice easy upgrade. Anyone can do it really, to be fair. A few basic tools, and as you can see, it's well worth the money doing. Decent set of wheels really does make a massive difference to a bike. So that's this one wrapped up. Can hand that back to the customer, and stay tuned, get subscribed, all that great stuff, and thank you very much.